Got that potent, stinking, smoking, drinking Hennessy. It got me thinking, bitch, shut up, you hear me speaking. Couple shots and now we tweaking. Get you right before the weekend, bitch, don't keep the people geeking. Different topics, yeah, we got the info knowledge, we gon' drop it. Factuals, pop a bottle open, have a glass or two. Factuals, speaking my mind, that's what the yak could do. Factuals, yeah, the conversation can get sexual. We kick the facts to you, that's what them niggas scared to do. We ain't come in the front, you can tell by the chat. This for the white and the black, we off the yakety yak. Pouring shots in my cup, we gon' throw a few back. We ain't come here to stunt, we came for yakety yak, bitch. This that yakety yak shit, yeah. This that yakety yak shit. Bitch on, he got that yakety yak shit, yeah. We came to yakety yak, bitch.
Yo. Alright, we live. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what we do. Getting right, bringing y'all that infotainment with the truth. Hashtag Factuals. We live. Little after time. With me, your host, Vision, the man and the meaning. Fuck your couch for this Thursday night. And I bust some stupid dope moves still. So yo, I'll kick your foot too. So yo, we're passing on to my co-host, B. De Niro.
Yeah, you bust those stupid dope moves, don't end up like Chuck E, my nigga. Y'all know how that went down. What up, y'all? B. De Niro in the building. God Jihad. Waging Holy War on false prophets, sucker ass niggas, you know what I'm saying? In the building one time. Pass it 1, 2.
To Dominus.
What's going on? What's cracking?
Make your time. Marcy in the building. See if we can get animated.
Let's get this shit started.
Oh, you gotta get a little animated. Candy!
Dr. Love here.
I'll get him, girl. We got Mr. Mac in the background. Packing the Mac in the back of the act. You know what I mean?
Open that bottle.
He said AKA Pimpin', says Pimpin'. OG Julio.
You already know what it is, man.
He ain't gonna show his face today.
Yeah, I'll show it in a minute.
OG Julio need to become a real sponsor and give out them free plates. No.
Hey, I gotta sponsor me first.
He's also Mr. Bomba Clyde. I mean, yo, he's half Jamaican on his mom's husband's side. You know, so he gets out those Jamaican plates. He got those jerk chickens. You know what I mean? You know, he'll tell you about his plates all in a minute. What's your name, fam?
G.
True.
Straight G.
Not the dreadlock, know what I mean? Yeah. We got G in the back. I can't call you G, that's my cousin, man. So I'm gonna call you GEE. Yeah. There you go, alright. Yo, we got the mean show lined up for y'all tonight, but first we gotta introduce the guest of honor. OG Julio.
Your feedback.
Zabato. We got that Pierre Ferran, he gonna introduce himself. Pass that around, chin.
Definitely on B. De Niro's top choice select list.
Oh yeah, that's also on my top 3 as well.
How you doing?
Man, who's got me in my tap, man? That's that bullshit, man. Get your own, you heard? Alright, so yo, we got a few non-pan sponsors and sponsors, so we're gonna start off with let's get into the Derek Novell photography and that apparel sold.
Derek Novell photography can be found on Instagram. www.danovell.com. Soulmates Apparel found on Instagram. Soulmates_apparel. Just holla at us.
Sit over here. I'm getting
Yo, we got OneLifeForLeisure.com. We got get into that Ace. Tell them coming soon. Coming soon. So yo, we got who else we got? We got Mr. Anytime Anywhere. You know, we got for your health and fitness. We also got DJ Young Really though. Couldn't be here tonight. Mississippi Hefe couldn't be here tonight. Twin Star Entertainment. Yo, holla at him if you want your beats. Holla at him if you want a high 16. He may just holler at me to give you a high 16s. Ain't nobody giving you a high 16 to me, even though I stopped giving you high 16s. I spit that hot fire. I'm the top 5 of all time. Think about it. Alright, Vision. In the meantime, anybody else we got to shout out? Oh, that's Aka. We got shout out Aka. What up, Aka? We still waiting on the swig, my nigga, because we ain't never got one. Make sure that circulates these 2 times. But in the meantime, we got to the show. We got the first topic.
Alright, first topic is brought to us by DJ Twin Star. Do black parents tell their kids no so much that it hinders them in life?
That's crazy. Cause I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that a lot of the no's come from like a lot of the things that they already know. So it's more so of a protection thing, but you can't generalize and say all black parents do it, you know, and all kids are hindered by it. So I would say that some kids thrive, some kids take heed and understand, some kids just go against the grain anyway. So I can't say it's a hindrance thing. I don't want to dwell too much on it right now, but I'm gonna go with that.
No, I was always told no. So let me tell you something.
And what did you do?
Got it any damn way. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when I was told no, shit, I used to still do it. You know what I'm saying? Damn, man.
So how would you feel like when you tell your child no about something, they still do it anyway?
Man, it's calmer because I used to do it. So how mad could I really get? I mean, I be like sometimes I get upset at my son, but then I be like, man, I'm dealing with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the end of the day, it's like I try to sit him down and talk to him, tell him, you know, you can't be doing this or you wrong. Or I put him in timeout, then he'll figure it out. Then he'll come back and be like, oh, my bad, Daddy. I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry for you told me stop and I kept doing it. But all right, go finish doing what you're doing, man. As long as he knows what he's doing and that he knows that he's wrong and he can, at this age that he's at, that he can know that he was wrong and he apologized. And all right, he's a kid.
So do y'all feel as though like telling them no about certain things, like say they want to, instead of going to school, they want to explore and do different things, and you tell them no?
That's why I think the no, this is general, because now you trying to break down the no into what it is.
I'm just saying like different types of no.
No, but I'm saying,
because saying it's hindering the child, so like.
What is it hindering the child? That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm asking.
That's what I'm saying. But for me, a no isn't going to hinder you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's what is it for your well-being? You know what I'm saying? Because a no can be for your well-being, but then you got parents who just don't care that it's a no. That's what I'm saying. That's a deeper question than just touching on the surface. So I get it. But if it's your parent, for the good ones, they're looking out. You know what I'm saying? For the selfish ones, they're not. You know what I mean? And then you have the ones that really don't give a fuck. So, you know what I'm saying? So does it hinder you? Not necessarily. Like for me, would I have my child playing football? No. You want to know why? Because there's way too many injuries that come along with that. Concussions, things of that nature. No, I wouldn't risk it. However, you want to play soccer? Look, go for it. You want to play golf? Go for it. Are there injuries associated with those? Yes, there are. However, if it's at the same level as the football injuries that come, no, I play football. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain things but we're talking about would it hinder them. But then you have some children who still would take it upon themselves and do it. You know what I'm saying? Is it a risk? Yes. I don't look at it as hindering. It's just whether or not you're going to take it that I'm looking out for you. You know what I mean? At a certain age, you're going to form your own opinion, your own child, your own manhood. You're going to do what you want to do. At that point, fine. But God forbid you don't listen. You do get that life-altering injury because you didn't listen. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's all about what you're looking out for with your child. It's your child, so you should always have your child's best interest in mind.
Yeah. So I know, like, bringing it back to the football, I remember back when I was in high school, my mom took me off the team because I got a bad mark on my report card, or I did some shit that's fucked up. She told me I couldn't play in that game. I went at 10 touchdowns. But it really didn't happen. But I mean, like, you never know. Like, you could be telling them no from something that really they could turn out to be the Brady, or, you know what I mean? But you never know what could be. But at the same time, like.
What was your number?
Well, Al Bundy's number 19. Yeah, we stole Al Bundy's lifestyle. 19, folk high.
What you think, Katie?
I don't think it's a hindrance, only because you're going to be told no by
Your whole life.
The whole life.
You'll be told no
lot.
till you
Especially
die.
if you're talking about our race.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be told a no so much. You have to almost prepare your child to hear that word their whole entire life.
Yeah,
So they might as well hear from you first.
Yeah, you've been told no today, haven't you?
Yes, I
You asked for that damn sandwich and they told you no, didn't you? We ain't got that shit today. Nah, that's true. I like that response. No.
I just like watching.
Wes, in the mess called Wes. He wasn't down. We did introductions. What's going on?
Nothing much, man.
All right. What do you think?
Watching this.
Touching that topic?
Well, it's never hindered me.
He thrived. I mean, damn, you gonna stop it right there?
Straight to the point.
It's like that's all it needs to be said.
He said, period.
So what about the kids that's like curious? You know, the one that be like, oh well, my mom said no, I can't go across the street. All the rest of the kids doing it, so I'm gonna do it too.
That
You know what I'm
kid might
saying?
get hit by a car.
There you go.
That's what Bip just said. He said
Some learn
God
from
forbid
it.
something negative happens,
No,
but
I understand. It's
I've seen that happen. Where they learned it the hard
A lot of times it's more so. I think the question more so thrives from the parent's perspective as to where the parent may feel guilty as to where they may be thinking they're holding their child back because they're saying no too much.
Mm-hmm.
Because you never really know your child's potential.
Mm-hmm.
And no.
Wait a minute. How so?
Because you can
Because you never know what your child can really do.
Like, think about it this, like, you might be scared that your child, like, say, like, just like he said, like, with football. Like, he said that, you know, it's too many injuries and
Yeah,
stuff.
man,
What if his son was to hop out up there and he's just the man. Like, I mean, he's running, he throwing like 70-yard bombs.
listen, that's a
He's
risk.
dodging hits.
It's definitely
That's a risk. That's a risk.
No, number one recruit coming out of Maryland.
But what I'm saying is,
Risk walking, waking
right?
up
But what I'm
every day.
saying, but what I'm saying
is
is,
a risk.
we also just said that it still becomes that child's decision on what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because I can say no all I want, but if the child decides that you're not going to pay attention to my no, just like you said, they could. Yeah.
So what age
Not
was
for
they
football.
able to make
You
that
can accept that?
Y'all are not letting me fucking talk. What the fuck? What I'm saying is, it's on the child at certain point. Like, yo, if you don't want to listen, guess what? Do your thing. I'm not going to knock it at that point. I said my no. However, am I going to not stand behind my child? Fuck no. Of course I'm going to be behind my child. You know what I'm saying? But it's their decision.
So you talking like between probably like the ages of like pop on or like 5 to
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? 5 to 8, 5 to 10. I'm telling you no. But guess what? By the time you get to a school that has a football program and you decide to try out, I said my piece. I'm gonna be at every fucking game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
So,
true. Yeah, that's
so
good
you're
shit.
saying basically,
That's good
all
shit.
right, from a certain age, from a
Not to cut you. But
Don't cut me off!
There are those parents out there that aren't supportive in that instance.
You're absolutely
so
right.
when then that becomes the hint, I guess the quote unquote.
Yeah,
hint.
and that's where I think it's coming from, because a lot of times you said, like, what you said makes sense. You said, like, at that
shit
age,
make a
5,
whole
6,
lot of
7,
sense.
all right, you're gonna tell them no, because at that time you have to make that decision for them. But once they get to like high school, if they decide they want to do that, okay, I told you I don't want you to do it at that point.
But I'm gonna be behind
And
you.
then,
I'm behind.
but every time you want to do it, it's your choice. That's a different story. When you got those parents, even at high school, like, no.
I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
I don't want you
I mean,
doing it.
It's not happening.
Going
And
against
they gotta sign that waiver.
Most times those parents are the ones that find their kids running behind their backs doing shit.
Doing shit. But I mean, things for sports, they gotta sign that waiver. But at the same time, those, like you said, those kids are out on the streets doing other shit now. Why? Because their time wasn't taken up.
You need your parent. You need your parent about 9th grade, man. After 10th grade, I played football. You only need your parent.
Like I said, when my mom told me
the whole way.
After 10th grade, 16 years old.
Like you were just on the bench the whole time. It ain't even matter.
Hey, dog, we can go outside right now and I would destroy you.
Oh yeah, he said I would destroy you.
No, seriously, run towards me and I would destroy
What
you.
up, Talk
Right now, to this day,
What up,
Burger,
Cafe?
I would destroy you.
Damn, I'm glad you think
You got
that.
any other comments?
I'm
Any
glad you
comments
think
online?
that.
No.
I would like that in
Anything
football. I'm
else?
telling you.
You want to say anything else?
I'll say my piece. I think everybody pretty much come from
I hope
the
you
same
can still
point
tackle.
of view on this topic.
So we'll wrap it up.
I ain't
So
tagging.
basically, like, listen.
So you gonna run through me?
So basically, to a certain extent, yeah, it could hinder your child, because to a certain point, if your child has the passion to do something, sometimes you gotta let your kid rock, because they may have that potential to really thrive in that situation. But you gotta really understand who your child is. If your child is one of those wishy-washy people and they just want to do it because they see somebody else doing it and you telling them no because you understand the dangers behind it, then yeah, stick to your guns. But if your child is not that type of child to just follow behind the crowd, they really have that heart, that passion for it. Like he said, once they get to a certain point and they still want to do it, you got to support your child. It's more so about supporting them at that time because, yo, they have to live their life at a certain point and you have to be able to take that fist and turn it into a open hand. Now, I mean, you gotta let go. You know, so you can't hold on to the rest of their life because once they become an adult, you know what I mean, and then you're gonna be mad at them for asking you for every little thing. You're gonna be like, hey, you're an adult, do your own thing, but you wasn't gonna do your own thing as growing up, so they wouldn't know how to do that. So it does hinder them to a certain point. So let's get into that next topic. That's just my 2 cents on that. It took 14 seconds, so let's get to that next topic.
What was your topic about community?
Oh,
That kind of goes along with that.
Yeah, so my bad. Peace, fam. You're now tuning to hashtag Factuals, your one-stop for information and entertainment. We call it infotainment and the finest of fuckery. The next topic was
It's not
it's
on
not
there.
there. Oh, my bad.
It wasn't in the set.
The next topic was do you want to get into the fuckery first and do that one last?
We can. How was the fuckery though? I don't know what that was either. Like I took a shot. At the time, it was to be determined. So you know what I mean. So
you can rock whatever was on there. The other one was what does it take? Alright, so why you switching up?
But I felt like
we do that one last. Alright, we'll do that one last. Alright, so I get it to you. You ready? Alright, so yeah, so the next topic was what does it take to build a black community?
What does it take to build a black community?
Yeah,
No killing.
No killing.
No guns. How
like
that?
think about the communities we
I
live in.
disagree with that.
No
What does it take
guns.
to build?
Yeah.
No
Black
guns.
community?
Yeah,
It's called reinvesting.
No guns.
It's called reinvesting.
No guns.
as far as the communities we already live in, like if it,
It's called, like when it comes down to the black community, if you compare the black dollar to the Jewish dollar, the Jewish dollar is typically recycled within the community about 100 times. What's the average about?
It's
100?
has
It's
the
3
body
times within a 20-day period.
Okay, so, but you take that, you think about that. That's not what happens in our community. When it comes down to programs and things of that nature, I think people think nationally, state to state, and that's great, but the cities are still losing out. There's still not enough people that come from that community that pours back into that community. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about how many black-owned businesses fail, right? Because the black dollar ain't supporting it. You know what I'm saying? Because a couple reasons. They're looking for a discount. They're looking for a hookup. But I know you. That's not business. If my shirt costs $13,
pay $13.
pay the $13. You know what I'm saying?
Tip, maybe.
Like this is what it is. But then again, another part of that, the black community don't necessarily hire within their community. You know what I'm saying? We can go even further than that when it comes down to the schools. Schools are predominantly black. Families don't show up for a PTA after 2nd or 3rd grade. And that's just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Children don't get the support from their families for the plays, for the different performances, the recitals, as they should, because they feel like the child got it. I'm sending you there. You learn what you need to learn. This is your stage. You do what you need to do. That's not helping to build your child. That's not helping your child want to be there. So you know what my parents did for me while I was here. You know what I need to pour back in. Yeah. People who graduate and leave their town, people who graduate and leave, don't necessarily come back because they feel like they didn't get what they needed while they were in that town. They got it from where they are. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, but we just don't pour back into us for us to build up.
So, and on this topic, like. And the reason why it's become a topic, because every time I drive through my old hood, you know what I mean, where I'm from, you know what I mean, I drive through here, I drive through PG County, which is predominantly, no black. And then it's like, and this is the highest concentration of black wealth in the nation, you know. And then you still drive through PG County, and what do you see in every block? You see liquor stores, you see McDonald's, You see mad fast food chain restaurants, you know. I mean, you got McDonald's is a bigger killer than fucking liquor stores. Being I love liquor, I ain't gonna.
Let me tell you something about liquor. You know what I'm saying? But
it's not as many. Them shits look nice. They got playgrounds on them shits. But yo, everywhere you go, you see multiple Chinese spots. You know what I mean? And that's from the Chinese food spots, fast food spots, and that's from the hair and nail. And that's all these spots. And not saying anything against it because you need all those spots, and you gotta and I support them. But at the same time, we don't see our own beyond
the barbershop.
Yeah,
beyond the barbershop. And sometimes we don't even own them shits.
But that's the most place that
that's saying.
I'm sorry.
And even
But the barbershop is like the only place that a person, like a black on black person, would really pay what they gotta pay because it's a barbershop. Like if you were African American man and you dealing with another African American man, but the next man to be like, oh bro, let me get this for this or let me get this for that. You know what I'm saying? Because like even I go through that doing what I do. Like I tell people, oh, where's this price? Somebody might come in, bro, man, I got this, bro, I got this. You know me. You know, I have a big heart in some messed up ways, but at the end of the day, you know, I feel as though, you know, I would never watch another man starve, especially if you black. So, you know, it's been people out here that I've done gave stuff to. I'm like, hey man, take this plate, eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna sit here and know that.
But that's you giving back. I'm not knocking that. You're absolutely right to an extent because I'm gonna give you an example out of barbershop. My barbershop been going to my barbershop since 2000.
And when did they ever give you a free haircut?
I get free haircut.
Oh.
But I'm gonna say to you saying that you're gonna pay the price. That's not true. When it comes down to it, what? Huh? Oh yeah, that one been broke.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it, let's say I have my barber does facials, hot towel, all that shit, right? You're gonna pay the $35, whatever it is. You have another gentleman in there who, we're in 2019 now. Why are your haircuts still at $15 and $18? No, sir. You worth more. You deserve more. You should be charging more. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only reason why I say that's not the case in all businesses. But I jumped in to say this because somebody did leave a comment. One of their comments were fine. The other one bothered me a little bit. Living so handsome. All right. So also he says we worry about fashion that we can't afford or that is way more expensive instead of supporting our people. I'm guilty of that shit. However, we love to agree to disagree. You said also black businesses get greedy trying to keep up with white businesses. I get offended at that. Because why?
Should be trying.
Not even. Listen. Let me go on. As a photographer, I've seen white photographers, and I hate to do it this way. White photographers, I'll charge for a 10-hour wedding $2,500. Go through my edits, do what I need to do, so you get damn near quality. I see a white business charging $3,500 for the same 10 hours, and the photos are trash. No, that's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't really see it looking at, I'm trying to do, keep up with the white businesses. If I'm what I'm worth, I'm going to charge what I'm worth.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason I take offense of that. I'm sure O's definitely going to respond, so I'll wait for his response. And then another person named Fat Brad.
You know Fat Brad. That's it.
No. He want to
comment on that, then get back to that.
Yeah, because like the you can take that a step even further and say, do we value
our own worth? Because
we'll go pay $300, $400, $500, whatever Gucci asking for. We pay that gladly.
Guilty.
But
you won't give your man the $150 for his new hoodie that came out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I would say. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, I will go to Gucci because I know Gucci is going to give me quality.
Right.
I'm not going to have to worry about my Gucci falling apart. I'm not going to have to worry about certain things doing that. It's hard, and I've had this conversation with other people. It's hard to support certain people, especially our kind, with certain situations
I get
because
that.
they do
But
not
if
stand
Gucci
behind
hadn't had
their
that
work.
sustained support over the years, Gucci is not able to give you that quality that comes from someone. So if we don't hold our own for a sustained period, how can we expect them to compete when we're not? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
My bad. I know you want to gotta rebut that, and as soon as you rebut that, I'm gonna kick in. Go ahead and say what you're gonna say. I'm gonna kick in.
No, I was just gonna kind of go, but like, I mean, they had to come, like, they've been out there a while, and I understand that they had to get to where they were going, but at the same time, they stand behind their stuff.
Right.
All right, so what?
You bring that thing back, it's like, bam, you're gonna get a brand new one.
So
You take something back to
He elaborated.
but like what it is it's easy to stand behind something that everybody else is flocking to buy, and they'll buy it regardless of the things you say about them, how you treat them, and so forth and so on. But the second you go into a black-owned store and you don't like something somebody said to you, you automatically trash them amongst everybody else. Listen, we went on New Year's Eve. It was nothing open, but it was Chinese spots. So they's always open. And nothing against my agents, I love everybody sometimes, every once in a while. But sometimes on Wednesdays. But yo, we went in there and my man's like, he's like, you get someone? Like, nah. But he went in there and the lady just looked at him for a little bit. Now, I mean, then she walked behind the counter, behind the thick bulletproof glass, like, what you want? I'm like, see? I'm like, what you about to order? He was like, yo, I'm gonna get the wings. I'm like, yo, no matter how they treat you, no matter how somebody treats you, you still gonna order that shit. Let you at window across you to the soul food spot, and they ask you what you want. You're gonna say, yo, this person got an attitude, and then you're gonna yell at them. You're gonna curse them out. Then you're gonna go and tell the next person, yo, don't go there because they got attitude problems. They don't treat their people right. But yet, the second somebody else disrespect you, you take that shit and you order that food and give them your money anyway. So that's the difference why black businesses don't thrive, because black people don't stand behind it. Because the second somebody in the black community treats you wrong, or you feel
like
as though you're
something.
wrong, yeah, you feel like you're owed something, and you feel as though that you feel the need to thrash them amongst everybody. All right.
Can I hashtag that? That's factuals right there.
You saying that because you got business right now?
No, yeah. Can I hashtag that? That's factuals. You had to buy, man. What you trying to get? They be on the phone like, damn, Mo, what you mean? You said that to the courier. She say, ship right, get that by. You will be like, damn, Mo.
The point on what you were saying and what you were saying also, it takes time to come up. It takes time and the support to come up. The support has to come from somewhere, and the support's going to come from those who are going to give you their money regardless of how you treat them or how they felt or you treat them.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I don't think that's the
I don't mind being cut off.
Must be ready to fight. You take a shot.
The children stairs.
I'll drink to that.
You my cousin. Hello, you know that's my cousin.
Keep giving your money to somebody that's not fulfilling the quality that you're looking for. So that's not what you're looking for. But you gotta have
everybody in this room is stupid.
All the time.
Everybody in this room is stupid.
Yeah,
It happens often. You know it. You see it.
That's because America has a quick fix kind of thing. We're spoiled and we just gonna get what we need and get what out of it.
Are you just spoiled and you get what you want to get out of it?
On that note, hold up. I'm gonna let you cut it. On that note, so on that same exact premise, nigga, Colin Kaepernick knelt for black injustice and inequalities for us being killed and beat the fuck up by cops, and say like, yo, we knelt, and then people say, yo, I'm still gonna watch football because fuck it, I love football. So niggas can't give up shit that they like for the bigger picture just because they like this shit. So regardless of how you being treated, people are still not gonna give that shit up.
Watch this. First, I'm gonna, because I don't want this person to be like, Fat Brat said,
That's
we're too concerned with keeping up with the Joneses. O responded with, no, he agrees with me. There are black-owned new businesses that come out that may be quality, but they haven't gotten their name out. So they come out charging those same prices. He also
So
played
what's
off yours. Like
charge-
Gucci
so
has a
what's
lot of
the charge
celebrity
less?
supporters that makes them easily successful. I'll come back to that because I don't believe in that either. Also said at the end of the day, I will give a black business a chance anytime as long as the quality is good and it looks good. I'm straight. For example, Vinny Styles in Brooklyn is black owned, and I spent bread thousands in there. I could dig it. Now, it's funny that you said black people were spoiled and they want what they want.
I say American.
Black Americans, just Americans.
Just
Americans.
Americans are spoiled. We want what we want. And I find that funny. And you played with something good too. So you said that a person going to the other carry out or restaurant gets spoken to a certain way, and they'll still order what they order. People do this daily. You're absolutely right. People also deal with it in their personal lives. Think about how many men and women get treated like shit, but they keep going back to the same person.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same job. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny how all of it ties in. It's hilarious to me, but it still goes back to the original question: how do we build up the black community? If you don't get the conversations out there of what needs to be done, people fail to realize that good customer service is everything, but people don't use it daily. They want what they want for themselves, but they're not giving it to other people, and that's a huge part of the problem. A lot of people, send their kids into the world without teaching their kids how to be respectful. That's not the teacher's job. That's your job as a parent. Before they even step into that school system, that school setting, we touched on it a few times. We see these videos of children being disrespectful. What do you expect if you're looking at the parent not in their life? And I'm not saying that. A lot of people use the excuse of I work a lot. I have to take on 2 jobs. It's a single parent household. I know plenty of parents that are in single parent, man and women households who taught their children to be respectful, to be courteous. They instilled morals and values into the children. However, when we come back to the black community, it's not happening. It's not happening as often as it should. And that's terrible because that helps to build up our community, and we don't do it. And I'm saying it takes everybody. It takes the churches, it takes the schools, it takes the businesses, it takes that trust. Parents, the people have to trust each other. The church is viewed as the pillar in the community when it comes down to teaching them how to make it in the world spiritually. But then you have churches who are touching our children. Yeah. That doesn't help build up our community. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying we go
literally and physically.
I was going to say, but it goes beyond the preacher. You got aunties and uncles that's touching the kids, mothers and fathers who touching kids, brothers and cousins. So it's crazy, but that in itself cripples the community, and people fail to realize that that'll never help build up.
So I agree with him. So like, see, anything you want to touch on this?
Yeah. Can I ask a quick question? All right, so damn, I mean, forget what he said.
We got to stall on this, bro. Okay, I got it. All right, so go ahead.
Damn, fuck. He made me. Damn, he made me. Oh yeah, look, here we go. Look, here we go. So I want to say it's like towards Marcy like one time, right? I'm not like so. All right, so look, so with black communities, right? Say if look. So say if there was like a black community, like it's a whole neighborhood, minus the police, minus the guns.
Sounds better.
You know what I'm saying? Like minus the white police, minus the guns, and
are my guns.
minus the guns per. Like y'all can't have no guns. It's just you, and they in this neighborhood.
So I mean, you ain't gonna have a job, man.
Could y'all like live? You know what I'm saying? Hey, then I mean, if y'all get into it, y'all gotta knuckle up and then shake hands after. You know what I'm saying?
That was back in the day.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying so. Hey, then the day because you know now it's like man, damn Slim, you step on my shoes, Slim. Nah, fuck that. It's you know what I'm saying?
It was like that back in the day when that was abundant.
I understand that, but
go ahead. Man, got something
can you? But can life be like? Could you live like that? Like could it like operate the way it is now? Because nowadays being black is messed up now. Like I mean, at the end of the day, like I'm proud to be black. I know that I'm black. I love my life. I love the things that I could do. But at the end of the day, I know that when I go outside, 80% of my day is gonna be judged by anybody, just by seeing me, just because I have tattoos on my neck, tattoos on my hands, just because I go outside. So I'm judged by anybody. I'm judged by the police because look, just like an hour ago, I just got pulled over by 3 cops and one of them was black.
And that was who?
No, listen to it.
Blue.
Just listen to it.
He was blue though.
Blue, yeah.
But listen, but look, just hear me out. Look, they wanted to search my car for guns. They asked me for my ID and asked me for registration. While he was asking me for registration, once I cut the car off, man, look, once I hit the power button, he noticed that the door unlocked on my car. So the police straight pulled my door open. Because now he knows it's open. So he was like, all right, my door is open now, because he opened it. He said, all right, sir, step out the car. Let me say something. Why? I'm already black. So basically, your prejudgment is that I have a gun in my car, or I have anything inside my car. Look, they searched my car, they searched my man, and then after that, the cop said, so what do you do for a living? I said, man, I sell food. I have my own business. Cop searched the car. He seen the food. Look, one of the cops was in shock. He said, damn. He said, that's all right. The other cop was, man, he get to shaking my bag up, he's messing my plates up, he messing my presentation up, like my noodles are stuck to him the top now, cause he's mad. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if I didn't have to deal with police, I think life would be a lot more easier. If a human being can handle his own business, then a life would be a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was to live in a black community like I do now, I would, like, if I could wish anything, I would wish it was no police and no guns. You want to know why? Because a lot of the people that feel as though that they so tough with having a gun, now you ain't got one. So what you gonna do now?
So I wouldn't say no police, but I would probably say no guns. But that brings the police down to your level.
I mean, once
upon
upon a time it was community policing though.
Yes, that's truth in itself. I understand what he's saying too. Why is it so many non-black cops in black neighborhoods? But that's a different story, different topic. Let's get into
Hefe said he just gave because he's in the school system. Hefe said this little 9th grader just, my bad, Wes. I'm saying something.
Oh no, he summed it up. He was basically describing Thug Mansion by Tupac.
All right, cool. All right, so this little 9th grader just 3-pieced the high school football coach. And the crazy thing is, if the football coach would have retaliated, he would have been fired. The question is how we teaching kids their actions have no. How we teaching kids when their actions have no consequences? That's absolutely correct. However, that still bridges back to what we initially said when the kids need to be taught at home. Yeah. These kids that are acting out in this way are not being taught at home. You know what I'm saying?
It's not all.
But I'm not saying. But I'm saying it's a lot. It has a lot to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
Like teachers should be able to hit kids back.
But even
Catch their ass.
even beyond
Personally.
Even beyond that. Just playing off what you said, D. And we had officer friendly. Yeah. We had officer friendly, and then we had the douchebags. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But even the douchebags, you know why I respect the douchebag cops? Douchebag cops took their badge off. Let's knuck it up. You know what I'm saying? At least I can speak for the marshal.
That's back in the day, though. See, that right? I'm sorry,
you're absolutely right.
But I bumped into a couple cops because I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been going through it with police abusing their powers just because I deal with somebody and things like that. But I've met some cops that said, you know, if this what you want to do, I'm not trying to get in. He said, one cop told me, he said, man, if this what you want to do, man, what's up? He opened the back door, he took cuffs off me, he was like, if you beat me, I'll let you go. If I beat you, you going to jail. What you want to do? I said, I'm not bailing you out after that, man. No. I said, man, it's whatever you want to do. Took the cuffs off, we got it in. I ended up going home. I had a little, a joint. He got me a couple times, but I ended up handling my business. But at the end of the day, I can respect that more because at the end of the day, you a man.
Exactly.
You a man.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why I said, like, it was different for us in our time.
See?
And it's unfortunate How time has changed.
Cops
I
don't
say
do
all
that
the time.
nowadays.
Nah.
I say all the time that now.
As soon as you touch one of his
Ain't even that.
6, 7, 9.
It's beyond that. My problem now with a lot of officers, and I say this all the time, they were the ones who were bullied. Now they exactly.
So now they can bully back.
Fighting is not
I'm not saying all. I'm saying a lot of them that I know some pussies that are cops now, so I can speak for me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this all because I got a bunch of niggas that are thoroughbreds that I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot in this day and age, this situation. A lot dudes. They were the ones who were bullied. You know what? I'm gonna help my community. No, you trying to get even.
You trying to get back
With the niggas who now are probably some of the biggest drug dealers in your hood. But guess what? A lot of those drug dealers still put back into the hood. Not saying that it's right that they still sell to their hood. You know what I'm saying? I get it. However, that you're right. But I'm just talking. Like I said, I can only use my examples. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate. It's wrong. It's foul. However, I appreciate the officer friendly.
I've only met.
both sides.
I'm sorry.
So that.
As an ex-officer, I understand both sides. I'm so sorry that
Who was that douchebag?
So what you used to be a cop? You used to be PG police?
MPD.
Metro.
Oh.
I feel. I mean, like
Transit
I
police.
hate. Metropolitan
That's
Police
DC.
Oh,
Department.
DC.
That's DC. Yeah.
What, like
One
this?
D.
Like this? Oh,
One
no,
D.
I don't know you. I'm sorry.
Southwest, but I was gang tagged, so I rode around.
You don't want no smoke, sure.
Yeah, I mean,
you got the street cred.
Look, please.
Let her finish.
Can I say one thing after you, please? And I swear I want your feedback on this. But go ahead. I swear to God, I want your feedback over
But
this. I'm
I'm sorry.
F your head up. I swear to God.
sorry that you had
I'm not tripping on the phone. It happened. It's over. But I got something to say to you after this, baby. That's because I know your blood half blueberry.
I'm happy.
You gotta catch this one.
Too.
Oh, yeah. What is that? What color? What color? What you say?
Maybe that's the doctor.
They say green.
You know, she about to be Dr. Mason.
Oh, what did say?
But at the same time, it's like I hate the fact that you had to deal with those issues or whatever. But I certainly understand. But piggybacking off of what you were saying, can you live off of? I wish you were able to live what we had back in the days. You would have loved it.
All
you had to worry about was putting your fist up and duking it out, and you was friends again at the end of the day. You didn't. The most you had to worry about was a blade.
You know what I
somebody
came up?
had up under their tongue.
Let me tell you. Look. Can I say something? Ain't never met a girl like that.
I'm talking about in school. School, lunchroom, nigga.
You fight. You look.
Can I say what So this Dr. Love, right? Now I don't mean to interrupt the show, but let me look. I just want to share something with y'all.
Can't be on camera because we gotta get to the next topic. Okay.
Nah, this is gonna be real quick because it's on the topic with the police. But look, okay, so I'm dealing with this. I deal with a female. It's my girl. We live together. I deal with her. I've been dealing with her for 4 years now. And at the end of the day, this used to be my best friend, and I dealt with her before she was my best friend, but she ended up being my best friend. We progressed in life. We separated ways. She ended up having a baby by a police officer. That was somebody that somebody. She ended up having a baby by a police officer that patrolled the area that I was in. So he knew. So he know who I am and he know what I do. Cause this was my best friend. We used to talk all the time.
Yeah, she giving that pillow talk.
He used to help me out. Look. It never was my friend. I never dealt with him. I never been out with him no other time. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, now all of a sudden, since he know what me and her did, I get my car ripped up. I get $1,000 tickets.
So I know where you're going with this, but to answer your question,
I get murder charges put on me.
Police is the police. That answers your question. Thank you.
In the Mets, all West. In the Mets, all West. So bottom line is,
We
like,
do
yo,
what we want.
thank y'all for tuning in to hashtag Factuals, the
Police
one stop for information and entertainment. We call that infotainment. We about to infotainment in the finest of fuckery. Slur. We about to get into that bottle burner, which is 2 minutes of the motherfucker who bought the bottle, copped the bottle. And I mean, and they get to say whatever the fuck they want, and that motherfucker just happens to be this guy.
Oh, great.
And you're on the clock. Let's go.
That's not the clock yet.
Yeah, 10:16.
Ah, shit. So, yo, bottom line, my bottle burner is, for the night is, I forgot the fuck that shit is, so, hey, I'm gonna ramble. So, hey, damn, shit, what I was about to say. Hey, I'm talking, my bottle burner. Don't interrupt.
You're right. I apologize.
Hey, you interrupt me again.
10:17.
I had the Marcy in real quick. Nah, so, damn, I did forget my bottle burner, though. So that's all. That's some bullshit. Hey, this is my bottle burner for the night. Hey, y'all fuck with it? Y'all fuck with it? Y'all love it? Fuck y'all couch. But no, on the real, like, yo, the shit is a lot of things. Hey, listen, love yourself, love your community, love the people who brought you up. And what that means is, like, listen, my wife get on me sometimes because my daughter says, hey, that's white people, but it's nothing against white people, all right? The thing against the whole thing, with that whole thing is, I want my daughter to understand and love herself, all right? I want her to love her people and then love those around her as well, all right? So what that means is, you know, all the community here, but at the same time, nobody. You see what's going on in the world today. It's a lot of division, a lot of divide, and that's amongst every race. Nah, I'm playing. I was like about Marcio. I couldn't let get that shit out. But shut the fuck up! Ah! Table flip. Oh, my bad.
30 seconds.
No, I'm taking longer. But yo, so basically, yo, love yourself, love your community.
It really is 30 seconds.
Love the people around you, you know, and then, you know, love the world. Because, like, you gotta be able to love yourself first. Because if you don't love yourself, you're not gonna love those who look like you. If you don't love those who look like you, they're not gonna love you because you're gonna treat them differently, and it's gonna show. And you got a lot of people who hate themselves, so they hate the people who look like them. That's that whole Hitler complex. That's that propaganda shit. I'm taking long. We're going into overtime, Operation Overdrive. All right, buckle your safety belts. We're going into overtime.
And that's been today's bottle burner.
That's what I like. No, we ain't bottle. We ain't finished yet. Look, now we're finished. All right, so we're gonna do that last topic.
Comments on Instagram you might want to check out.
I did. I showed you.
Lucky for you, that's what I like.
Oh, we gonna keep up the
That's why I never tell nobody that. That's why I never tell nobody that.
Where y'all going?
To see her.
Yo, G, you ain't get no comments in, man.
With the handcuffs and everything.
I don't have
I'm the
time
listener.
In action. Alright, so finish back up on my bottle burner. So like I was saying, you got red fish, blue fish, one fish, two fish.
So we want to thank you.
We're gonna get to that last topic of the night. Let's get into the last topic without the whole spew of the whole thing. What's that last topic?
So the last one is friends pressuring their friends' significant others into marriage because said friend is married. Example, a woman was questioning if she should leave her man or stick around because he's yet to propose after 5 years that they've been together. And all her recently married friends ask him when are they going to get married.
Can I start?
Yeah, start that off.
For me, that's personal preference. I have a friend who was together with his now wife for 7 to 8 years, and he finally decided to get married. You ultimately decide what you want to put up with. You can pressure, but if that individual just isn't at that point, you're just not at that point. However, you as a woman or a male, you feel like you are comfortable and you're happy in that, it doesn't matter what somebody says and it does and puts in your ear, it's on you. You know what I mean? If y'all are actually working pretty damn well the way that you're working, why put marriage in the mix? Because there's so many marriages, right? So many marriages that just don't work. And Bible says not everybody. Sorry, excuse me. The Bible says not everybody is gonna be married.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it just doesn't work out that way for most. But it is what it is. It doesn't take for somebody to pressure you. That's like somebody pressuring you to go to college, but you're not a college person. You're a trade school person. You know what I'm saying? So people lose sight of those things. Like, no, it's not for everybody. A person who likes pork doesn't necessarily, you know what? All I'm gonna eat is red meat. Fuck that fish. But then you got people who's got, no, I like fish and chicken. fuck that red meat. You know what? You got those vegans out there. Fuck all you eating meat motherfuckers. Pause. So I'm just saying, like, yo, when it's all said and done, it's all about practical life and pressure. You can talk to you blue in the fucking face. That's not something I want to do. Fuck you.
I'm gonna go ahead and pause on that meat. Pause.
I had already said it.
Yeah,
if you were paying attention,
I
you need to catch up.
you didn't have a loud enough pause. The mic didn't pick that pause.
Guess
up.
what? That's a whole lot on you because you're drinking.
I heard you
your
say.
lick is too loud.
I heard you. I heard
it's
you
right here.
I heard you.
Guess what? You know the difference. I'm gonna help you out. I'm listening to the show, so I heard me. Anything else?
Yeah, I heard
Thanks.
you. They didn't hear you. See, look, we didn't hear the pause. See, like, say he didn't hear that pause. So, but I agree with you though. And like yo, the whole thing like with your friends say, like your friends are not in a relationship. So regardless of what you tell your friends, a lot of times that's not your whole relationship. You may be telling your friends one thing and it may be a whole completely different other story. And first off, fuck your friends because they're not the ones fucking you unless they are. You know, and that's just bottom line because, yo, you made this like females get this shit a lot. Like when it comes down to weddings, no. When it comes to weddings, you go to a wedding, now they want to get married.
Men get ahead.
No, I'm not gonna say men
all the time, bro.
I did not say men don't get that.
Say something.
Oh, God, finish my shit. Shut the fuck up.
As you should.
Yeah.
You got
Take it away.
Splash.
Don't break your own stuff.
Yeah, that's my wife. I get in trouble.
I just gotta
So basically, men get this shit too, and most likely it's the men with the tight pants who get. I mean,
the metrosexuals.
Huh?
The metrosexuals.
Whatever you want to put it in, some sexual something in there though. But you know what I mean, but a lot of times they are the ones who get that whole like when it comes to weddings. Now all of a sudden they want to get married type shit because most men when it comes to weddings they want to get their wedding crashing on. So it's like they could go there with somebody or they can go there dolo from state to state. But at the same time, they thinking about something else while chicks thinking about marriage. They go there together, they gonna look at that nigga like, yo, nigga, when you gonna give me my ring? And then he's looking like, yo, the maid of honor got a fatty. So
Head Turner.
Who the hell is Head Turner?
Oh, that's the homie.
Continue.
That's the homie. So basically, like, and I'm not saying it's all just women who get what's it, wedding fever, or it's like baby fever and stuff like that. So like, wedding fever is a real thing. You know what I mean? And then like a lot, but when it comes to like the actual friends projecting that shit on somebody, I've never really heard of a male doing that to another male or to a female. But at the same time, I'm not gonna say it doesn't happen. A lot of times females doing that.
I know niggas that do that shit just because
Oh,
they want
shit.
the bachelor party experience.
Just for the bachelor.
When one of y'all niggas get married, you can plan this bachelor excursion.
I mean, y'all can just plan a party.
Exactly, you can, but you would be surprised.
You'd be surprised.
You would be surprised.
Stop that shit, get money.
I will not indulge in this.
Yo, we were there at my bachelor
We
party.
will talk off camera.
We watched Shrek at the bachelor party, and we played spades.
Huh.
I ain't touching
What?
that.
No,
Alright.
spades.
Dominoes.
And domino,
But I
Ice
do
Cube
know,
style.
I do know
said he
men
shook his head
and
no.
women. I know both sides that
not
they
going
get
to
to a
that
certain age and they actually, everybody just wants to be settled down. They'd rather
Damn.
settle down.
Oh, there you go.
Head Turner
At a certain
7. What's she talking about?
Who?
Head Turner just putting stuff in here.
I don't know, right?
Confused.
That's what she mean.
I'm good.
It'll be black on lounge in Washington, D.C.
But I think at a certain point, everybody kind of gets
Black on lounge.
Yeah,
that
two-toe.
way.
Same with
The cage bird.
So, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying about Head Turner right now. She just putting stuff in there. Maybe she's throwing up set signs. I don't know. Numbers 7775 and 8 and 1.
That her phone number?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie.
But you
I'm
gotta-
not up on my emoji yet.
Neither am I. She's talking in code.
Oh,
to me.
y'all need
Like,
some help?
Yeah, because
there you
I.
go. Here's your,
Can you
listen, you
translate?
can translate all of
Any
that.
Facebook?
What that mean?
Where?
Oh, she on
She's
some.
putting wedding things. She's kind of like emojis and what's going on in here?
It's empty.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it's
Oh,
empty
okay.
bottle.
Yeah, two-toe.
Huh.
Yo, what you gotta say, Corey? You got a comment on that, Corey?
Yo, she just threw our whole subject
It's
off.
I
family.
know, right?
It's
Like,
weddings, it's
no
prayers,
clue.
it's love, it's
Head
fire.
Turner,
It's,
Head Turner, you too advanced for us, man.
That's the homies.
Too advanced for us, man.
Corey, you got something?
I have a
Emojis in
friend
reference to that.
who was with this young lady for 3 years, and her family was pressuring him.
3 years?
They was
Yeah.
tired of her.
She was ready. I think she appreciated them pressuring her because she wanted it as well.
Yeah, but they was tired of her. They was trying to marry her also. They could get rid of her.
She was bad though. Like
Those be the crazy ones.
But there you go. Obviously,
she like what you waiting on? We buying a house and living with you,
Bro,
What's going on?
I got it.
So he called me and asked me. He's like, bro, what you think I should do? I'm
Yeah.
like, don't be forced into nothing by nobody. Make your own decision when you're ready. Period.
Yeah,
Yo.
absolutely.
So
The funny
Like,
thing
jump
is-
into it because somebody else wants you to, though.
The funny
He
thing
broke
is
up
somebody
with
we had on the
That was
show.
a part of it.
What happened?
Somebody we had on the show. Okay.
Nah, most times the people that's pressuring you is the ones that jumped out there, got married, and now they looking for a little company.
You're right.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
can't hang
It's
with.
miserable, so they need
miserable.
somebody to hang with.
You know another thing too. Let me say.
Don't let
So
it
my
go.
so I got a friend that's married. He like, bro, when you getting married, so we can hang out, cause my wife don't want me to hang with you, cause you sing.
man,
that.
friends.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I've been there.
You do that
We
shit.
might not hang out for a while.
Wow.
Yo, I was the fall guy for one of my people. son.
Same here.
Even when he got married, yo, Marcy. Yo, it was Marcy.
Wifey don't
Yo,
trust
I'm
me.
Marcy.
I'm
So by
with
the
Marcy.
time his wife, she be like, yo, I hate Marcy. But they got a situation where we were on a trip and she was just like, yo, nigga, I hate you, but you're cool. I said, I keep trying to tell you that I am cool. Like, stop it.
Listen, my homeboy B, his wife to this day hates me, right? For the simple fact that I got thrown in there on a night, I don't know what happened, but for that reason,
And you don't even know.
That's how it happens.
that's how it happens though. It's alright. I took it on the chin. I held my man down.
Did you?
Did you see that?
Yeah.
It hurt a little bit.
Yes, definitely pause.
It hurt a little bit.
What is she?
A little bit. Nah, cause it's like, yo.
I get it.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Yo, you still trying to figure it out? I was.
What you got to say about that, Wes?
Oh no, I'm on to
Hey,
other
head
affairs.
hurt.
Huh?
Head turn.
I'm texting, but it sounds like you guys are having an entertaining conversation.
No, don't.
So basically, yo,
Santa Claus. It's
listen,
January.
Make your
if
own
it ain't your
choice.
relationship, don't comment on that shit. Unless they ask you a
That was
question.
very well done.
If they ask you a question,
Hey,
respond to
I
them,
wanna be on the number.
or respond to them in a manner that doesn't.
In a manner that
Or respond to them in a manner that doesn't intrude on that relationship. Because bottom line is, you ain't sucking her man dick and he ain't fucking your pussy. So bottom line, like, stay out of their relationship. Let them rock. If they ask you a question based on their relationship, tell them you deal with your relationship how y'all deal with your relationship. Talk to your man or you talk to your woman, and y'all work that shit out. Because on the outside looking in, it's always going to be a different perspective. Unless that person really got the type of mind that can separate themselves from anything else and just really comment on the relationship in general. But a lot of times, if they can't do that, you're not like what the fuck they got to say, because you might just be in the wrong in your shit.
And you know the crazy part, and it's so funny when it comes down to
I wasn't
relationships.
finished. But no, okay.
He was finished. He was finished.
I gotta fuck with my nigga. You don't fuck with him. No, okay,
When it comes down to relationships, it's funny because just because you're in a relationship, you're not married, you're single.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just funny that this was a topic because I y'all know me, I watch smut TV from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. So
Smut TV?
yeah, so
that's a channel.
so you know, I'm gonna explain. So it's Steve Wilkos, then it's Maury, then it's Jerry Springer, then it's Maury. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's smut. That's what I'm saying. Everything empty. So that's what I'm talking about. Smut TV.
Yeah.
So
Everything don't care.
I watch this shit,
Oh.
and when somebody gets upset, I look at them. I'm looking at the show. My friends be on the phone. They're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I'm like, "Yo, oh, somebody did. Oh, we have a reasonable comment being that head turner. Shut up. Your relationship doesn't need to make sense to anyone but you and your partner. It's a relationship, not a group project. So no one relations should be pressured by anyone." Yo, that is absolutely correct. The Lackey girl.
Good
However, this is the problem with that. Not everybody keeps their relationship in house.
Well, I say yeah.
And the one thing that I said,
problem,
and one thing I pride myself on, I look at it like this, yo, sweetheart, talk to me before you talk to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way anything can be resolved.
Factuals on
If
that.
I gotta go out in the street to learn anything about my relationship, I
Guess
should
what?
not be in a
It shouldn't be
relationship.
it.
No,
You know what I'm
that
saying?
shit is
Should not
over.
be.
But that shit is over.
And that's a fact, and that's how so many relationships fail. That's how so many relationships wind up. You know what? You wonder why your man got your boo. You've been telling your man everything about your boo. So now your man knows how to circumvent and mitigate his losses.
Right.
At this point, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? He know how to. He know right. You know what I mean? Right. You know what I mean? So that's the great. But that's all I was getting to. Because when it's all said and done, it's puppy love until there's a ring involved. It's puppy love until you walk across that stage, that church, or go down to the Justice of the Peace. It's puppy love. None of that shit matters. However, if you're having a problem, you can't handle that shit in the house. Guess what? That's the reason why you're gonna get these conversations from individuals like, "Why haven't you? Why haven't you?" Bitch, stop talking about it. We might have that problem. Niggas,
And
stop
be the
talking
same
about it.
ones be in denial too.
Right. Keep that same energy.
Let me ask you a question.
Right.
Oh, for that, like, cause I do agree, but like, is it still puppy love if you get married at a young age and prematurely in your relationship?
Those are poor choices.
Bad decisions, bro.
But that,
You have
Instagram
nobody
just
in your
ended.
life. Alright, we just Facebook's done.
but that means it's been an hour.
I
Facebook
know.
ended?
We're still on.
Nah.
I'm talking about us.
Okay. Alright.
That's so good. So, go ahead, keep answering. Keep answering. Who was answering that?
You was.
Oh, keep answering that.
Bad decisions.
Oh yeah, poor choices, bad decisions. That's what I'm saying. When you get married at a young age, a lot of people. I think this is dead. A lot of people don't get it. A lot of people don't get it when it comes down to it. You're giving. You're the one at the end of the day who makes that choice. You found somebody that you have a connection with. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that's the individual you're supposed to be with. Yeah. But being that we haven't given ourselves that time to evolve, to learn, to love, to live outside of our immediate element, to allow ourselves to grow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because so many people look at it like, yo, I got married. I was watching a show. Somebody got married at like 19, 20.
That's normal in the military.
For me, but they weren't military. For me, I would have had a conversation. Look, I understand that you feel like that this is your heart, and I listen. All I ask is that you go get your dick wet a few more times. Yeah. Because the pussy that's right there doesn't necessarily mean that's the pussy for you. Because once that pussy goes to college, once that pussy lives a little bit, that's gonna be community pussy. You know what I'm saying? And not too many niggas not too many people want to listen to that, but it's real. You know what I'm saying?
100.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how it goes. Like, I done dealt with older joints. I done dealt with joints that were a little younger than me, but it was still community box. You know what I'm saying? It took time for me.
I don't agree with you. You just won't just throw her pussy out there and talk about his community.
No, but that's real talk.
Do you want me to be honest, or you want me to? I don't blow smoke.
We ain't here to lie. We ain't here to lie.
Listen. I done walked in.
Define community.
I done walked in on a joint in some other nigga arms. I done seen a joint riding another nigga while I'm walking up to the crib. I'm looking at the silhouette. Oh, that's community box. So you know what?
That's definitely community box.
That's what I'm saying. You're asking for the ad lib. I'm giving it to you. You know what I'm saying? So everybody lives their decision, their life choices. But these are the things that you have to go through. But that's why facts. I was like, yo,
you were going to visit her.
No, I just got whopped off the day before.
I'm
like, yo, your mouth was just so big.
Yo, but this is how.
No, we had some.
Left the room and
but this is how the pendulum swings. You know what I'm saying?
No, we had some.
Those.
Oh no, we still do have something. I will be back.
Drink.
I'll be back in a half hour. Finish that nigga. Yeah, finish and brush your teeth. Right?
I remember when I was sitting down with
I don't need no little, spending lights.
A friend, and we were all just, it was a whole bunch of us sitting around in a circle, and we were talking about, what?
He was asking was any of them cute.
That wasn't even his voice.
Please continue.
So, we were talking about how many sexual partners, so I was like, okay, I'm here. So, I was like, I'm done. She was like, are we counting male and female? And I was like, well, I ain't never been with no female, so I'm done. I'm like literally on this hand, like, so we can, I'm here. And she was like, well, okay.
Damn, she kept it moving. She put up the paper.
And I made her laugh at like 68.
Damn.
I made
She
her
said-
laugh, so she stopped at 68.
She said, hold up. Let's pull out.
How in the world,
What do you mean how?
as a female,
Listen.
even as a male,
Nah, but like,
What?
yo, it's different out here.
No.
Yo, the
It's
females
easy.
out here nowadays,
Bitches get their
yo,
fuck
listen,
no, that's not okay.
it's
Well,
not.
how
But I'm
you
You're
trying
not
to tell
married,
you.
it is.
Yo, you remember
Yo,
a couple of
that
years
shit-
ago?
I'm not married.
You remember a
They
couple of
used
years
to
make it
ago?
work.
Steve Harvey came out with a movie, Think Like a Man,
It's just
right?
too much stuff out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Ever since then,
That's
these
it.
women,
The first thing I'm thinking, yo,
bitches, but
you got HIV.
they've been
Huh?
thinking
No.
like, yo.
That's the first thing I'm thinking. You got HIV.
I ain't thinking that.
These are double standards,
Yo,
You
though.
got it.
Listen,
You got it.
body counts out
You're
here
counting it by
nowadays, bro.
vagina.
Yo.
How do we start this back up?
I mean,
You started.
You got
But if you
it's in
think
the
that
top
way,
left
you
corner. Should be like a camera.
I
See
see
where it
that.
says live. But nah, but yo,
You safe.
chicks got
Think
So how
that
do you
way
choose-
from now on.
chicks
How do
got
you
more
choose
body
who
counts
let
than niggas.
Huh?
Son,
How
like
do you choose who you let in?
depending on the
I
penis
had
size.
one guy.
What's your criteria?
Penis size.
And how you know he ain't community box?
How you know he ain't Tootsie Roll?
He may be, but I think
This is
he
that
already
Tootsie
know.
Roll.
I don't know. You don't have to play with me. So
You
even
think so?
So you
Yeah.
establish a level of
I'm trying to.
understandability.
yeah,
Don't
and
play
he
with
know
me,
I'm
do
a
you?
crazy
But don't
ability
bring that
and
shit over
don't-
here.
Exactly.
Got you. Okay.
That's it. Yep. Pretty much.
Everybody heard that?
Huh? Nah, I didn't hear that.
Pretty much. That's it.
Run it back.
Boss is an asshole, so I gotta say
Run it
that.
back.
You can take, just put it right there where that phone is, boss. I mean, it may be easier.
He may be community, she said, but as long as he don't bring all that shit over to her.
He probably is coming
Hold
because
up.
you don't know
It
what
says daddy.
people be doing. I'm in school. I'm at work all the time. I'm
You
not
see today?
up under him all the time. I can't tell you what folks
Wait.
be doing.
Not yet.
Oh.
I can only tell you what I
Come
do.
on,
See,
son. You
like
ain't telling
I said,
nobody.
ladies,
son.
have you ever had a friend that you've been with
That was
every
a
now
friend
and
of
then?
a
If I was your best
You
friend,
know what I'm saying?
then again, all the
Are we
time.
going 50 Cent or we going
If I was your
Bismarck?
best friend, you say you'll be mine.
Oh my gosh.
You say he's just a friend.
Hey.
Girl, it's not for you. Your cup is empty.
back on?
Damn, did we end the show?
We
Yes.
Oh, well, fuck it. Hey, well, listen. Thank y'all for tuning in to #Factuals, your one-stop for information and entertainment. We call that infotainment. Excuse my fucking lack of haircuts for the past 2 months. My barber on break, on strike. He got fired.
he was furloughed.
Hey, yo, his fucking, my barber's furloughed, son, and his fucking baby mother took his clippers, so yo, I can't cheat on my barber, man. It's like, yo, that's fucking personal, man. That's that bullshit. Like, yo, if you know somebody, tell them down 555. Fuck y'all. Man, get out of here. We out. We love y'all. Peace. Where my drink at, man?
A little bipolar. But
Yeah.
I was
Kinda,
with you.
sorta.
You just said fuck y'all. I love y'all.
I did?
please. Yeah, I mean,
On the show?
I don't think we'll take it, man.
We ending?
Oh,
We can edit it out.
We ending?